Hey, Justin Coppola dueling with what could be one or two different guys, maybe even a third for Marquette. Head coach Mike Corrado happy to have Justin Coppola back. There's a call, and Marquette gets first possession. That was Luke Williams, number 4. You might remember his older brother, Ben, former great Fogo at Syracuse back in the day. That time, Villanova is shooting 29% this year. Number 2 offense in the Big East, number 2 defense. Could shoot the ball a little bit better. Luke Williams against Justin Coppola. Watch out for the excellent wings. Marquette always seems to have that, dating back to Liam Burns and the Grill brothers that would win so many faceoffs with Zach Melillo back in the day. And that rope unit for Marquette was with his 20th goal of the season. There's Matt Licata having an excellent breakout season as the new quarterback for offensive coordinator Simon Connor. Justin Coppola this season winning 56% of his faceoffs. There's a violation on Luke Williams, who's winning 51%. But Andrew Stimmel has Grant Evans, a transfer from Grove City College, and had 3 goals in the loss to Yale, 2 goals in the win over Penn State. Both of these teams have victories over the Nittany Lions. So if you're looking for an at-large bid, if you're Villanova, 9-3, number 12 rank. Procedure on Coppola. Marquette gets the ball. Marquette's had lots of highs, wins over Michigan and Penn State, but they've had some lows. Providence has played pretty well under Bobby Bennett. Big East Freshman of the Year, 37% shooting, led the Big East, and 45 goals led NCAA D1 freshman last year. Coppola hunts it down and wins the faceoff. One of the best faceoff guys in Villanova's history. Marquette took it away. Great job by Devin Cowan to pluck it loose. He could get to the cage, big 119 career goals. Tucker Dordovic, 38 goals to lead the Big East. Pat Daly with 35. Matt Campbell's 3rd in the Big East in goals. Bobby O'Grady ranks number 4. Marquette switching over to Grant Evans. There's the Fogo from Pittsburgh. Andrew Stimmel's hometown from a place he used to coach at, as we said, in Grove City College, D3, where Grant Evans had tons of success. He's 75% at his career, and Andrew Stimmel told me on the phone the other day, don't let the D3 guys fool you. Villanova brought in Luke Keating. They have so many face-off guys. They can wear you down there. They have a big roster. Luke Williams wins it to himself here. All in all, Marquette's facing off at 55%, which is 24th best in the country. And because they can throw those numbers at you, they have a big roster year to year. When Villanova made the NCAA tournament in that era, they last made it in 2018. That was the last time Villanova won double-digit games. A win today for Villanova would give them 10 victories and would be the 8th time in program history that Villanova gets to 10 wins. Plus a chance with a big win next with Lindenwood as Justin Coppola goes to get the face-off, his 5th win of the day. Each team with 1 failed clear early on, as we'll see how the ride does for Marquette, who won't get a ton of cause turnovers per se, but they'll try and ride as well as they can. And did Villanova get it over the timeline? They did not. You have to get 100 as the Golden Eagles are seeking their first winning season since that magical 2016 ride. I'm Nick Montaigne. Great to have you with us as we're live at Villanova Stadium. There's Grant Evans, the transfer in to take the face-off. Justin Coppola wins it and scores, going right to the goal. Justin Coppola, the Fogo from Garden City on Long Island with another goal. That's his 2nd of the season, the 6th of his career, right down the chute that time. He missed the second half of Villanova's loss to Brown. They struggled with faceoffs, which ended Villanova's 6-game win streak. Coppola missed just the 1 game, but has returned and having a dynamite season. Number 8 in Villanova in face-off percentage in school history. Number 3 in wins. 2nd in ground balls. 1st in ground balls per game. As Villanova switches their face-off momentarily to give a breather to Coppola. And Marquette able to secure possession. Georgetown, now Jacksonville. There's a face-off win for Grant Evans, who's facing off at 61%. The D3 transfer goal of the game, his 22nd goal of the season. Senior attacker out of New Jersey and the Hunt School. Talking with the Villanova coaches, they said we need to keep Devin Cowan in front of our defender. You have to stay in front of him. If he slips by you, it's really impossible. So you stay in front of him there, and he steps down and shoots and beats you. That's how good of a player Devin Cowan is. And they didn't have him for the first 3 games. And 4 saves for Lucas Laws so far, and 2 stops for Will Vuitton. Justin Coppola beats Luke Williams there, as Coppola winning tons of faceoffs in his career. And what a job he's done. 3rd place in school history in faceoff wins for Justin Coppola. Chris Colonnadis is up next in 2nd place. It's Alumni Day. Big shout out to all the alumni. Goals against Georgetown last week. 3 goals in the win over Penn State. As we go back to the faceoff dot, Grant Evans against Justin Coppola. The wing play in the mix that time. That's the short stick. Peter Detweiler able to grab it. And Andrew Stimmel wants a timeout. So it looks like with a win today, Villanova, Denver, and Georgetown are all in to the Big East tournament. There's a win by Grant Evans. Evans has won 6 faceoffs since coming in. Luke Williams is just 2 of 8. Justin Coppola is 8 of 14 today. So and goals with 5. Mason Reale, who got the penalty call, leads the Big East in extra man goals with 6. Now it's O'Grady and Reale tied for the league lead in extra man goals. It was an unnecessary 30-minute penalty on Mason Reale. That's a big call. Now Villanova with a big hit that time. Lucas Kopecki coming in to take the face-off. But Marquette gets the ground ball. Villanova leading in ground balls today. Vuitton with just 3 saves and 25%, whereas Laws is 50%. Villanova wins the faceoff. 1:29 left as Marquette on a couple years with 7 wins in 2021, 9 wins last year as Villanova got to the Big East title game and took Georgetown right to the 4th quarter after beating Denver in the semis in the Big East tournament last year. We're underway. Grant Evans has taken more of the faceoffs. Mason Woodward playing the wing very well, just like you saw the Richards and the Grill boys and Liam Burns especially back in the day for Marquette. Evans has Johns, who's winless, but boy, they took Denver to the final minutes of that 4th quarter last week, and Denver snuck out of there with a victory. The Pioneers beat Providence soundly last night. Started to snow in Denver for the broadcast, watching it late at night. Marquette wins the faceoff. So a great job that we're seeing from Grant Evans as Andrew Stimmel has moved exclusively to Grant Evans and Villanova this time going with Lucas Kopecki, who's facing off at 40%, and Kopecki wins it this time. So Villanova has it back. Matt Licata finds it open. Matt Campbell. A 3-goal lead for Marquette, their biggest of the game, and Grant Evans wins the faceoff. But now it's turned over. Jack Shoemaker able to pick it right out of the air. 9th turnover on Marquette. He had to try another way, and he did it that time. 2 All-Americans dueling today. Woodward's mostly won that battle. Evans wins the faceoff. He shoots it. And Vuitton makes another big save. Biggest stops of the day for Villanova's senior 5th-year lefty goalie, Will Vuitton. He's the defensive player of the week. Lucas Laws is the Big East freshman of the week. Matt Campbell's the midfielder of the week. In the Big East lacrosse, definitely. It's as unpredictable. We've seen tons of parity over the last 10 years in this game, and no more than this year alone, as it's anybody's guess who will win the national title. and get to championship weekend here in Philadelphia at the Link. It'll be here at the Link the next 2 seasons. The quarters this year are at Navy and at Albany. Villanova wins the face-off there. Coppola against Grant Evans. So Coppola's won 10 of 19. Evans has won 11 of 15. 13 wins for Marquette, 11 wins for Villanova at the Faceoff X. Our last weekend at the Dome at Valley Fields as Marquette nearly beat another good team, but Georgetown won in overtime thanks to Tucker Dordevic. Justin Coppola wins it, has a goal today, finds Daly, who scores! Pat Daly gives Villanova the lead. Fast break, Villanova offense there. That's their 4th straight goal. Coppola gets the assist, and Daly scores again for Villanova. That'll get the crowd into it if you're a Villanova fan. Daly loving it. Second goal of the day for Pat Daly. That's 120 goals, the 5th most in Villanova history. Matt Campbell broke the goals record earlier this year in the win at Hofstra, then broke the Villanova points record in the win against St. John's. Coppola wins the faceoff again. You have Evans, big and strong guy. You have Coppola, small and quick and feisty and one of the quickest first steps of any Fogo in the country. Lucas Kopecki, long pole, number 6, trying to grab it. Instead, it's 49, Khrushchevsky, the D-midi. Khrushchevsky making plays, and Detweiler. Record. So Blank ties it at 12. And Luke Blank with a multi-goal game. That's his 7th of the year. He had 2 goals in the win over Michigan. And we get a call against Marquette. As the face-off there for Grant Evans was taking it against Justin Coppola. Villanova gets another possession. Weather games. So suddenly, that favors the offense as defenses tire out a little bit. And it's a long season as well. Justin Coppola wins the face-off again for Villanova. That's his 14th win out of 23 today. Each from your veteran players. If your defense is going one way, try a different move. Luke Williams in there, procedure call, big time. He moved too early. Marquette fans don't like the call. And Villanova gets the ball back. That one looked somewhat obvious. It's a 14-12 lead for Villanova last year. Grant Evans against Coppola. Evans was winning them in the second quarter. Now Coppola starting to win that advantage. You see the athleticism of Coppola taking over here in the second half. And Villanova starting to get more and more possession. These two schools will duel tomorrow in women's lacrosse right here at Villanova Stadium. That game's on the Big East Digital Network. Both Coach Black and Coach Batchelor leading those two respective programs to their most wins ever in a single season. Marquette's only lost once on the women's side. And Villanova all square at 14. He had 4 goals against Georgetown last week, 4 goals and 2 assists against Villanova in one of the games in 2021. Then last year, Devin Cowan was held scoreless when Villanova won at the Dome up in Milwaukee. The Wildcats win the faceoff. Justin Coppola has been awesome here in the second half. Points list in Marquette history. He's second in school history in goals. Bobby O'Grady's already into 3rd place in school history in goals for the sophomore. Villanova wins the faceoff. 3 against Stimmel's Golden Eagles, the current Marquette coach. Justin Coppola's won 19 faceoffs. Grant Evans trying to tie him up here with 27 seconds left. Marquette grabs it. Logan Crines, the pole. And then Jack Shoemaker trying to take it away. 19 in white out of Los Angeles. Then Chet Comizio wanted it. Now a hit. Comizio, what action we have. Now 50-50 ball. Only 10 seconds left. Marquette has it. They're out of timeouts. They have to go here. They're behind the cage. Only 3 seconds left. Marquette tried to shoot it, and we are headed to overtime. My goodness. Austin Frazier for Villanova with 33 seconds left. 2017, Villanova won in overtime. The Kristen Cuccinello game-winning goal. In recent memory, that's the most notable overtime game, the only one I can recall in recent seasons. And Villanova wins the faceoff. Coppola wins it. They feed it backward. You get one timeout in overtime, of course. Some coaches elect to call it once they get possession and set something up. Other coaches just like to let them play. What will Coach Corrado do here? He's keeping his team on the field. No timeout. They talked about probably what they would want if they won the faceoff. Villanova has it in overtime. Next goal wins it. Why not Austin Frazier? He's been able to get his hands free today. Good slide, good recovery, and help by Zach Granger. Mason Reale, lots of alumni here on Senior Day, Alumni Day. A lot of former Villanova players on hand to watch this. Tons of Marquette fans in attendance. A great day of college lacrosse here on the main line. The Wildcats have 20 left on the timer. Trying to find an opening. Not looking to rush things. Austin Frazier wins the ball game. Austin Frazier, another stone cold stunner. He gives Villanova their 10th win of the season, and Villanova wins it in overtime, 16-15 over Marquette. In his 5th year, the senior wins it. In his final possible home game, Austin Frazier. His 4th goal, a career high, and the Wildcats go crazy.